You think football, you think marching band. Michelle and Marie were great out there. How about Chelsea Kahana, who's the hey baby part there?
The drag queen. It's her first year. It's what she does. You want to be a string band, be a drag queen. Okay.
And a great story out there. Jane King, it was on her bucket list to be in a band. Hey, Charlie. Congratulations. Great job. Beautiful. We're going to turn right around. Fred, your string band's getting ready to go here. This is the reigning champions 8 times in a row looking for number 9, Captain Thomas D. Amore. This is at the Golden Gate of Kiev starting now. Majestic. Majestic is all you can say about that. That is just an awesome, awesome, powerful performance musically and costuming, that beautiful white and blue and multicolored, and a tribute to Kazakhs and Kiev.
We know we haven't had a #2 band win this parade since 1935. We may just have 1935 again. This is not even a string band. It's a symphony.
Investing in business, and there's thebeneficial.com people can go to. Listen, Woodland's ready. Let's turn around. This is Woodland String Band and Gator Done, Bayou style. Yep, this is Woodland pumping them up. Captain Tom Robeson.
And a great theme title, Gator Done, one of the candidates for our award for the best title.
And here they are starting now. better done. That's what you can say. That's Woodland String Band. You don't have to go to Louisiana. Louisiana came right here. That's Woodland with a fantastic bayou theme, though. I want to tell you, I mean, the crawdads that were in there, the accordion playing crawdad, the crayfish that were back there clapping, there was a lot of energy. The costuming, Jake's going to be commenting on it in just a moment, but I have a couple of people. I talk about public-private partnerships.
And welcome back to the 2011 Mummers Parade here on PHL 17. Woodland String Band. Tom Robeson, the captain, let me wear the hat.
Awesome.
It is an awesome hat. I love this hat. A little bit heavy, a lot sweaty, but that's okay. That's okay. How do you guys feel like you did today?
It was tremendous all the way up the street. I mean, from the minute we left the club, great weather all the way around, 50 degrees, the sun came out, a lot of people up Broad Street. It was just tremendous for the people all the way up the street.
That's what I like seeing, too, as we look at your replay there and how well you guys did, because you guys really put on a good performance. It's a good crowd this year. The weather's helping, but there's a lot of people on Broad Street this year.
There was a ton of people. Like I said, there was a lot for people to interact with the crowd. We took pictures with the alligators, but all year, a lot of guys put this together and just really bent over backwards and went above and beyond. Our music director, Franny Kerr, put an awesome music score together. Our first year presentation director, Harry Sheldon, made the production so fun to do during rehearsals. Our choreographer, Elizabeth Green, our designer, Russ Famet, and
it's like the Oscars, dude. You're thanking everybody, bro. Everybody had a part in it.
And our costumer, Alfie Del Bono.
Alfie, gotta thank Alfie. There you go. Hey, Tom, this could be Woodland's year.
You never know. All I know is we tried to put the best show on possible. We had fun doing it for the people.
And it was a good show.
Of the gods now.
There you go. Or at least the Mummer judge.
I'd like to wish everybody a happy and safe New Year. And
you got it, Tom. Thanks so much. Woodland String Band, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it.
Happy New Year.
Back to you.
Jake, really quickly before Brumol starts up here, Woodland.
Woodland, who's your crawdaddy? I like that team. Much livelier than last year, and that's what they have to do.
All right, this is Peter A. Brumol. Different strokes for different folks starting now. wonderful extravaganza from PAB Paints. That's the Peter A. Brumol String Band. Different strokes for different folks.
This is an example of a young band, doesn't have a lot of members, but they do some things well. They have a very nice bottom section. They got a kid named Andrew Ross who plays the bass sax, and he blows that bass sax as well as anyone on the street. And I love those cans. I went to a rehearsal the other night, and they were trying to decide how to make those cans look better. And somebody said, why don't you put eyebrows and a tongue on
Those mummed up
and there they
eyebrows
did. They mummed them up. They were wonderful.
And the smock that Captain Pete has on, Pete Brumol Sr., he's a pastor at a couple of churches.
And welcome back to the 2011 Mummers Parade. You're looking live there at South Philly, the stadium complex down there. Ooh, the Philly Stadium. Can't wait for the Phillies to come back in the spring. But today it is all about the Mummers. A crowded day on Broad Street, the weather helping. I'm here with Pete Brumol of the Pete Brumol String Band. You guys were awesome.
Thank you.
Who came up with that act?
I think it was a collective effort from a group of people in the band, and I think Tim Erickson is the one that kind of really developed it, and then we took it from there.
It was really kind of a creative idea of using the paint idea. How did you, how do you choreograph that when you're talking about this whole paint theme?
Well, we just tried to, figure the color paints that we were going to use, and then research the music, and then arrange it accordingly.
I like it. The Beatles music in there. Is that kind of fun when you can really mix it up, different genres of music?
Sure, you get different variations and different diversities within the arrangement score and with the whole show itself.
When I heard Mellow Yellow, I was like, hello? Yeah. That was Mellow Yellow. You had me.
Yeah, it brought back a lot of memories for me.
It's a lot of fun out here, though, today. It's a great day. And who's this guy? We got to give a shout.
My grandson, Mason Brumol. He's fifth generation, 7 years old, and he's going to start sax lessons next year.
Wow, hey, Mason. We're going to see your cool face there. How psyched are you to be on Broad Street today? You have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to show us a little of your dance, a little of your strut? No? Hey, your grandpa, he's going to show you. You got to start moving around a little bit. That's all right. We'll get you next time. Next year, I want to see you dancing, playing that sax. Guys, you hear that back in the booth? That's a promise right there. Mason, he's going to jam for us next year. Back to you.
That's an outstanding, Reverend, you might want to wear that in the pulpit. That is one good look. I want to tell you, got all the seasons in there. That's really cool. Love Pete Brumol. He's one of the great people in Mummery. And, one of the great people in Mummery is with Jake and me right now. Mr. Bob Shannon. Robert, good to see you, sir.
Good
Former
morning.
captain of Quaker City String Band and, of course, president of the Philadelphia Mummers and Shooters Association. So, it's great to have you here. We've seen 4 bands so far, and we're coming up on a powerhouse band. If the folks behind us are seeing this huge prop. This is a showboat theme that South Philadelphia String Band's going to do. But when you look at Pensport and Freilinger and Woodland and Brumol, what do you like so far?
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, they were all spectacular. Freilinger just wowed, and I can tell you right now, I'm very, very pleased with Woodland. They really wowed.
I thought that was a terrific job.
They really did.
Because they
really
upped
did.
their tempo, and that's how they need to play.
And they
never did it.
They never stopped. They never looked around. They never tried to think of what they were going to do next. They kept on doing it.
And I love the way Brumol did coordinate with that paint theme. The paint colors and the songs all blended together really nicely. This parade is being seen in different times of the day in New York City and Washington, D.C., and the Harrisburg, York, Lebanon area, as well as in the Philadelphia region. And it is a tourist attraction for the city of Philadelphia. And some folks who know that very well are at GPTMC, and they know a lot of things that are going on in Philadelphia right now.
Lots more of the fabulous Mummers Parade yet to come on PHL 17. With me now is Jim Werner. Jim is...
He says, really, though, it's the show, not the boat, that's going to impress you. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready to be wowed. A 48-foot showboat, a double reveal with banjos expected here. So this is South Philadelphia String Band and Denny Palandro, and No Boat Like Showboat, starting now. What a show. What a show. Captain Denny Palandro and South Philadelphia String Band. No boat like Showboat.
There are some wonderful things about that band. They've got the best drum corps on the street. Joey Kosher leads those guys, and they drive that band. The sax players who tap dance. I can't imagine anyone could play the sax and tap dance at the same time. Tunes within tunes. Are You From Dixie? And I Wish I Was in Dixie going at the same time. They're doing all the things they have to do to win music points and production points. Like when there's Southern Bells, costumes popped out.
Denny Palandro just.
And back live wherever you're watching the Mummers Parade around the country today. We want to thank you for being with us today. Denny Palandro, South Philadelphia String Band. That was awesome. Everybody loved that one.
Thank you, Tim. That's what we set out to do, and hope the judges enjoyed it as much as you did. And Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, really, you guys really, I mean, the energy level was off the chart. How do you get motivated? You're coming up the street, there's a lot of people. Does that help, the good weather, the big crowd?
Absolutely helps. The crowd today was fantastic. The weather, you couldn't ask for anything better. The parade, the pace of the parade just moved so smoothly. Perfect day for a parade, perfect crowd, and hopefully we'll have some perfect prizes tonight, too.
I also understand, too, you guys you want to do a couple long-distance dedications, not to sound like Casey Kasem here.
Absolutely. We dedicate this year's presentation to one of our original charter members who passed away about a month ago, Pat Pallone. This was dedicated to Pat, one of our original members from 1946. And we got another member serving over in Afghanistan Marines, Eddie Daly. We miss you, buddy. Wish you were here today.
And you know what? I think it's time to wear the hat. And
Absolutely.
I had it on a second ago, and I got to tell you, I don't know if this says something, but it's the sweatiest hat we've had so far and the heaviest. So to wear this, yeah, look at that. It barely fits on our screen there. Beautiful HD, though. That's what you get at home, folks. You see how big this hat is and how colorful. Danny, thank you so much. Happy New Year, pal. Thank you. I'm keeping this thing. I'm like Big Pimpin' in this thing. I'm like Snoop Dogg. Look at these people love it. Guys, back to you. I'm keeping it. I am totally keeping this one.
Oh, my word. You know, you would have fit in earlier with that bedbugs theme that the comics had. Nothing personal, Denny. No, but it's Denny, you were praising him, and it's true. Every year he brings it on the street, and he's such a great dancer. He's such a great captain and leader of the band. There's so many levels. You being a captain for a long time, Bob, you knew that it's not just the show that you do out there. There's a lot of leadership that's involved.
That's right. And then you become Mummer Man. You become what you are portraying. And I think he really, really stepped up and really did it. Like the Bill Bowens and the Bob Shannons, but the Daniel Leviches and the guys that are really working, and they're really, really working hard at it, and they become that person. And that's the one step above.
Well, I want to pin Jake down just a little bit now. I want you to play the role of a judge here for a moment. Let's continue. We've got 10-year-old Andrew Carroll here. He's son of the music director, Rob, and Mike Marlowe is the show director. Donna Zen is the choreographer. This is Durning String Band. I wish you a Merry Christmas starting now. is the most mummerful time of the year. Christmas extended another week thanks to Durning String Band, and I wish you a Merry Christmas. That leprechaun came to save the day.
They did such a wonderful job merging Irish and Christmas. And what drives this band is they have a marvelous crew of dancers in the front.
Yep.
And I said to Joe Pomani, if I could dance with a bunch of women that good looking, who smile like that, and they change their costumes in the middle from Christmas dancers to Irish dancers, I could be the captain.
One of the young fellas that are a dancer is a real good friend of mine and my son's, Lyle, down from Washington Township. And I'll tell you, Lyle, you did an outstanding job.
For Mummery, great day.
Great day.
Hey, let me ask you this. How great was this Durning String Band leading it right up the street?
Unbelievable. Let me tell you
today is awesome, huh?
Unbelievable, because it was electrifying. The crowd was big, and guess what? We gave them everything we got this year. It was beautiful.
I wish you a Merry Christmas.
I wish you a Merry Christmas. We brought Christmas to Ireland, and we're bringing it to you.
How do you come up with that? Because that's not like a basic one. That's a new.
And you know what? We never do those, basic themes. We try to, evolve it from a little bit more,
You think it's a risk doing that kind of stuff?
Sometimes it is, yeah, absolutely, because you don't know what the judges are going to like and what they're not going to like.
And you see the replay, though.
Look at it, beautiful.
It's real tight. Everything was real tight.
Everything was energized. Everything was tight, and, it really looked good. So, and Santa loves you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like seeing Santa a week after Christmas, too. It kind of keeps
the spirit going,
absolutely.
right, absolutely.
And as an Irish guy, I appreciate the Irish.
You know, right? Come on. So we brought a little Killarney to you.
Yeah, there you go. Good money. Thank you so much, Durning String Band.
One thing I just want to say.
Sure.
We gave this march up the street this year to a longtime member of the Durning String Band, and a beautiful member he was, Danny Odell. We dedicated it to him. God bless you, Danny.
There you go for Danny. Thank you so much. Guys, back to you in the booth. Happy New Year all around.
Happy New Year, Tim. I just want to say one thing before we get to Greater Kensington here. It's about a great member of Greater Kensington. Joe Deegan is celebrating 50 years of mummery. He started an Aqua string band back in '61. He was in
Symphony routine down in 1985.
Michael is a real nice gentleman.
All right, well, get ready. Here's Greater Kensington in the Roaring 20s, starting now. Prohibition on Fun from Greater Kensington, the GK way. I tell you, if all speakeasies were like that, nobody would have wanted Prohibition to end.
Well, I'll tell you, these costumes, I mean, the masks on the costumes are phenomenal. The guys wearing those hippo heads, you couldn't pay me to wear one of those hippo heads. But look how good they look in them. And this was a combination theme done right. One thing
I love the call and answer drums, Jay.
Oh, yeah. And I want to mention that their bell player, you know this guy, Bob, 78-year-old Joe Trinacria, who used to be the captain of Uptown, and he's 78 years old. He told me he's putting his body back together again, and he's still out here playing the bells.
Today, we are glad you are with us, and I'm here with Jim Tater from the Greater Kensington Stringman, and in honor, we have his pop, who's a Mummer Hall of Famer, Jim Sr. How great is it to see your boy out there leading the way?
Oh, it's great. He's done very, very well all the way up the street.
Do you miss doing it?
Oh, do I miss it? No. No, yes, I do.
I know you miss it, but it is a lot of work.
Always. But it's worth it. Bottom line, you come out here and you have fun with people, and it's a great audience, a great day for everybody. And it's always nice to see you out here.
Oh, thank you. I like being here. And Jim, this year, you know, as you watch a replay of your performance, what stands out in your mind as the best part of the performance today?
Just all day. It was such a fun theme. Everybody had fun with it. And all the way up the street, we had no problems. Everything was worked out. You know, we just ran with everything. I mean, it looks great.
It was really tight. You know, I was watching it on the air. It really looked tight. How hard did you have to work in the final few days?
There is no final few days. They all tend to run together after not, you know,
Mummer vertigo.
Yeah,
It kind of blurs in. Well, hey, listen, thank you for letting me wear the hat. I know you got to give the people what they want, right?
Yes.
And hey, listen, we have for us here, we have a few young ladies here who have never done the Mummer strut. Jim, I want you to show them how it's done. You guys ready? I'm ready. Yeah, show them how to do the Mummer strut. I wish we had some music here. Maybe Steve Highsmith can hum along, you know, ding, 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 ching, 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 ching. There we go. You got to get into it. We need some muscle. It's all about the spirit. Steve, look at this. We're spreading mummery to new people all the time, Steve, making new mummeries every day, every second, every minute of this wonderful parade on this beautiful, overcast but beautifully warm day here on Broad Street. Back to you, pal.
All right, well, there's a graduate course for that. It's the same as the 101 course. But at any rate, here is Aqua String Band, and Aqua has a field starting now. can really produce.
Yucky to yuck.
I heard it through the grapevine. Aqua has appeal. Oh, boy, I want to tell you. Ron Iannacone, captain. You know, Jake, first of all, just something you taught me, how great that costuming it is, how it works really well with all the props and background.
Did you notice how the captain's headpiece matched the background on the prop in the back, the fruit and the color? And the way they set up his fruit, they're not real fruit, but you know which one is which by the hats. The strawberries and the apples and the limes. They did a great job on costume last year. By the way,
even eating a real apple.
This band was voted the most improved and most creative band by the String Band Association last year. The first time the same band has ever won both of those prizes in 1 year.
And they were. And you've got to thank guys like Patrick Farrell, who's a dear friend of mine, who worked and put this band together, and musically and presentation-wise. And then I've got my cousin, Doogie Burkhart, who pushes it and plays that tenor saxophone so well.
They have some good tenor players in that part. They really do.
You've got some talented relatives.
Yes, I do.
The Phillies and home of the Mummers. A great day out there on the river. A great day here at City Hall. Ron Iannacone with Aqua. 91st. I did the math. Counted the one. 91st year. Huh?
Yeah, this is our 91st year. It is the 90th anniversary of our first parade. Would you like a fresh apple? No, just kidding. Listen, listen. What a great parade. What a great day. This tradition just gets better and better. We'd like to quickly dedicate this parade to the memory of Kyrie, a deceased member. We'd also like to, dedicate it to all members, past and present, family, friends, whomever. This parade is for the people, by the people. We do this to make you happy. I said the exact same thing last year, and it's the truth. Beautiful day on Broad Street, but we do this for you. You need to support your mummers. We are your mummers. This is your parade, your tradition, your institution. February 26th in Atlantic City, you're going to get a chance to see us at the Show of Shows, Boardwalk Hall, February 26th. Get your ticket. Go to boardwalkhall.com. We want to tell people, go to SaveTheMummers.com. We want to thank Jerry Lenfest. We want to thank Congressman Brady, all the people who make this happen for us. It's a great day.
It's a Philadelphia tradition. We're glad you're keeping it alive. Very nice. Back to you guys.
And this is Polish-American String Band Shipwreck starting now. was Jolly Roger, Polish-American String Band, Captain Mark Danielewicz, and Shipwreck, a pirate theme. They get themselves shipwrecked. They make their way through. They find the treasure. They make their way off. The whole story was laid out in front of you there. You know, Polish-American, it's interesting. They were the viewer's choice last year with their very traditional theme. Some folks thought they could have stepped up the music a little bit. They realized that. And I want to tell you,
Mummers Parade right here on PHL 17. I'm here with Mark Danielewicz of the Polish-American String Band. Your 9th year as captain, if I remember.
Yeah, 9th year as captain.
And listen, hey, your kids, you want to give a shout out? I know you do.
Yeah, hi, Grace and Gavin. I'm sorry about the head. I keep hitting everybody.
You got to be careful with this hat.
I know.
You're going to hurt somebody.
Hi, Grace and Gavin. Love yous.
Hey, listen, you also this year you have a special shout out to somebody who can't be in the parade today.
Yeah,
what happened?
Marty Rotundo took ill a couple weeks ago. He wasn't there, but he was with us this morning. We saw him. That the song we played going off, he wrote that. So we just want to say hi, Marty, and hopefully we'll see you back at the club later.
He had a heart attack?
Yeah, he had a heart attack at our dress rehearsal, so it was just tough luck for him. But, you know, he's doing well now. Like I said, we saw him this morning. It was great to see him.
Going to be back on Broad Street with us next year, you think?
He better be. He better be.
We're counting. I'm not going to tell you, but again, we got to go back to the booth because this hat is going to kill somebody right there. Back to you guys.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. No, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Yep, and here we go. We've got the original Trilby String Band, Captain Joe Kaminsky, and this is Mumtoberfest, and a very German theme here. And the chicken dance actually originated in Germany. You're going to see it. Mumtoberfest starting now. very good time with original Trilby String Band and Captain Joe Kaminsky taking us to Bavaria and playing that accordion.
You know, he just said he taught himself that accordion about a month ago, and he actually played it. Good for him. By the way, I know I thought about them playing in shorts. You want to talk about getting lucky with...
And welcome back to the 2011 Mummers Parade right here on your station, PHL 17. And a big Guten Tag to Joe Kaminsky from Trilby. That was awesome. I like the German theme, and I like these enormous beers. Yes. I could go for one of these enormous beers, but I'm not going to do it because I'm on television. That would be irresponsible.
That's right.
But hey, listen, that was a great performance, and I hear that you have a special someone who was supposed to be with you today and didn't march.
Yeah.
Tell me about Regina's situation.
Regina is my 6-year-old daughter. She'll be 7 tomorrow, January 2nd. It's 20 years for me up the street. So I was the year I almost didn't make it.
What happened to her today?
She was born. Stage fright. She saw the lights, she saw the cameras, that was that.
Pressure, a lot of pressure.
Yep.
Hey, Joe, thanks so much for being with us. Happy New Year to you. And go enjoy the rest of your day back at the, have one of these for me.
I will.
There you go. Thanks. See you. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Tim. Things, and those are long nights. They can be 4, 5, 6 hours. But here they go. Uptown String Band starting now. A savory delight from Uptown String Band and Captain Ryan Radcliffe. Shake, rattle, and casserole, Jake.
They did everything I figured they would do. The use of the spaghetti bass fiddles, making a prop out of an instrument. The only time I've ever heard Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker, Salt Peanuts played during a routine.
I love the salt shakers.
And then the great music effect after the chicken chase when they stopped to catch their breath.
Right here on PHL 17, a nice look at Philadelphia. Cloudy skies, but a warm, nice day here on Broad Street. And the Uptown String Band just scooped up a whole lot of fun. Ryan Radcliffe, the captain here. Tell me about where you came up with that, because this is another sort of out of the cereal box kind of idea.
This is a theme that we've been kicking around for a long time. Judge Spadacino is a guy in our band known us for a long time. Always wanted to do bakers, and a couple the new members wanted to do this. We really wanted to do something fun and different, get back to that, some cute ideas in here, and we went with it.
And has anybody come up and tried to eat the sandwich off your shoulder?
All day, all day.
Arr. Yeah, hey, thanks for having so much fun with us. Thanks for letting me borrow your spoon, which is about the coolest spoon that I've ever seen. You could do some serious damage to a thing of Lucky Charms this now. Like that. Hey, Ryan, thanks so much.
Can I say hello to my beautiful wife, Tara, Taylor, Kate, and Elias? I love you guys. Thank you to the band, my friends, my family. So blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year, pal. See you soon. Back to you guys.
All right, and Happy New Year to everyone. This is Hegman String Band getting into position, celebrating 90 years. I tell you, they're taking this seriously. They have up at their clubhouse, they have a sign that says, you know, get on, ride hard, hold nothing back, give it all you've got. That's the only way. This is Captain John Barron and Hegman String Band, and they're ready to do Hegman's Spurs Up Trouble. Spurs, S-P-U-R-S, Up Trouble. And they're going to be starting pretty soon.
And you'll notice that they're all up front, and I'll talk about that when we're finished.
Here they go. This is Hegman String Band starting now. cowboy way. That's Hegman String Band and Captain John Barron, who teaches at Gwinnett Mercy College and coaches the basketball program there as well. I tell you, really energetic performance, very accessible music too.
Yes, it is. This band, by the way, 50% of their musicians are women, and there are a couple of bands like that.
You're looking live at the steps of the Art Museum. I don't know why you'd be running up the Rocky Steps today when you could be at the 2011 Mummers Parade right here at City Hall in Center City, Philadelphia. And John Barron from Hegman, this hat is catching the wind. I feel like I'm about to blow over, but hey, listen, usually every year you give a shout out to your kids. This time they're here.
Yep, they are. This is my daughter, Jalen. I always say hi to her. My son, JP, and my godson, Jack, and their cousin, Zoe, I always say hi to. So hi, Zozo. How are you doing today?
Zozo, I like that. I like it. Hey, where'd you guys come up with the idea for this? This is you have great costume and great energy out there.
Well, it's just a traditional theme. Many bands do it. But for us, it was just kind of like one of those fun themes. We felt that the band can be enthusiastic about it. And we did. We had a great, great day. Last year, I couldn't say the same. This year, we had a great day up the street. Very minimally, things minimally went wrong or incorrect. And we really had fun, and it was a really good parade. I'm really happy the way things turned out.
As long as you had fun, we had fun. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year to you all, and I'll give that big hat back to you right now.
I couldn't go up the Art Museum steps right now. I know that.
All right, Duffy String Band getting ready. This is Captain Ted Kudrick, and they're doing a theme Back on Track. Duffy String Band Captain Ted Kudrick. Look for Joy Rulo. He's 12, and Jake Kudrick, he's 4, and 10-year-old Megan. She's going to be playing the bass drum in there. So that's Duffy String Band. Here's Captain Ted. We call him the old man now, because he's the longest reigning
26
captain.
years.
But he's still a young man. Yeah. And he's back on track now. So here's Duffy starting now. Duffy String Band and Captain Ted Kudrick. Beautiful use of that prop there, the railroad crossing.
The
I like that a lot,
prop
Jake.
was wonderful because they turned it into a percussion. When you drop it, all those percussion instruments are on the back, and the sax players come up, grab the drumsticks, and use it for percussion.
And wonderful feathered back pieces there with the railroad and everything going on there. And that's one of the few times, by the way, you're going to see Ted Kudrick not wearing shorts. I don't care what time of year it is.
Chilly here at City Hall. That is a look at Center City, Philadelphia on the 2011 Mummers Parade. Ted Kubrick from Duffy. First of all, you have your little buddy here with you.
Yeah, my little man Jakey, my son.
Is this Jake's first year marching?
No, he's been in it every year. March up the street, yeah, first year, but this is fourth year.
How did he do? I mean, it's a tough thing to ask of a little kid on a chilly day.
He loved it. He just loves it, so it makes it easy for him, for me, and him.
How do you think you did today?
I think the band did beautiful today. I want to thank the band. Did a great job. Everybody in the band did everything they could. All the extra stuff they had to do, the band did it. The marshals, everybody, and we thank the city of Philadelphia for another beautiful parade.
It's an icon, a Philadelphia tradition. You've got to have this every year.
Oh, yes. Yes, you do. It's getting harder and harder, but you know what? I enjoy it so much that tomorrow morning I'll wake up and say another day, you know?
All right, and Jake, we know Jake's there for the future, too. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Tim. This is Quaker City String Band and Captain Charlie Rhodes. And, folks, you got to wait to see Mr. Rhodes in this performance. Don't take your eyes off of them. Their theme, My Kind of Clown. A clown theme. Hegman did a clown theme last year,
and
for example.
Quaker City has never done a clown theme.
And that's amazing when you think about
amazing.
it, when it's one of the themes in the history of Mummers. But Quaker City looking very good, sounding very good, high expectations, dedicating it to Tony Bonanno. Home now, out of Methodist. The nurses at Methodist love you, Tony. You know that. And he's a big Flyers fan, by the way. 25-year member, so we wish Tony all the best and his entire family. Quaker City String Band. This is going to be a performance that I think you're going to see a lot of movement. You're going to hear a lot of transitions in music. And you're going to see something that you maybe haven't seen before in the history of string bands. I'll leave it at that. This is Quaker City String Band getting ready, getting in position. Notice then they're starting farther back, at least at this moment, unless they're going to move now, pre-positioning forward. But it looks like they're in position. Here they are, Quaker City, My Kind of Clown, starting now. Now that's mumming. That is Quaker City String Band, My Kind of Clown. Quaker City is. Jake.
You know, when they did that Cocktails for Two, the Spike Jones tune, and the record stuck and the music stuck over and over the same notes.
That music skip. That music skip. That music skip.
Yeah, that music skip. That music skip. And they were great. And they were great.
And the balloons heading skyward, the confetti everywhere. This was a beautiful.
And how about a beautiful clown suit? That silver suit was gorgeous.
That was awesome.
Clown suit.
And the back pieces, the feathers, the color combination of the white, the pink, and the blue.
2011 Mummers Parade humming along. Charlie Rhodes from Quaker City. I want to tell you, this crowd has never seen anything like that. Where did you pull that out of?
We came up with the clown theme a while ago, and there was just so many ways to go with it. You know, we turned into a circus thing, and what can we do to make it, you know, really different? And that was one of the ideas we came up with.
You see the replay, it was so tight there. The balloons, the steam.
It looks really good. I'm really proud because we had some trouble with our prop today. Wheels kept breaking because of the crown in the road and stuff. But luckily here it's a little flatter and everything worked for us. I just hope the judges loved it as much as we love performing.
I think the crowd loved it. The crowd went insane when they had the balloons were so cool. It was just a really neat mummer moment. I think you sort of broke new ground in mummery, and that's got to feel good.
That's an honor to even say that, and I just want to wish Happy New Year to everybody out there. And let's go Quaker City.
And happy New Year to you, Charlie. Thanks so much. Back to you guys.
And Happy New Year, Charlie. And, of course, to you again, Tim. And this next band coming up here has also got an interesting theme because it's Holiday in Havana. And Havana themes historically have done pretty well. This is Captain Jack Key Jr. getting ready.
They've done very well, but they haven't won since 1987. Fralinger
well, that just seems like yesterday to me.
Yes, it does. That was an incredible theme. But Quaker City, Ferko, and Greater Kensington.
That was one of the best themes of all time.
Oh, that was the banana dance, one of the most memorable themes ever.
Danielle and Jack, by the way, their wedding anniversary is my birthday. That's how I always remember that stuff, too. They're in October. But Jack Key is also one of the younger captains doing very well coming up here. So we've got La Roma de Cuba coming up in here. And, you know, what do you expect? You know, I want to give you one quick word to say about Quaker because I know you might have had one or two other things to add about it.
Well, the music, I mean, clown songs, you can play clown songs, but when they did send in the clowns and they slowed it and all those saxophones sounded like one horn, that gets your big-time music points, and deservedly so.
All right, Avalon String Band moving in here now. So it's going to be a showcase, sort of a scenic, nostalgic trip to the beautiful Caribbean nation of Cuba. The members of Avalon will showcase Latin music rhythms, this tropical scenery, as you can see there, and some images of the island's produce and excitement of the romantic nightlife is what we can expect in this holiday in Havana, the days of old Havana. And again, a burst of color and costuming. So already they're making an impact,
see how
I'm
their
sure.
costumes match the backdrop.
Yep, everything is very well coordinated, and they're in position. So let's get ready for Avalon String Band Holiday in Havana. And they just about are set. This is Holiday in Havana and Avalon starting now. was outstanding. Avalon String Band and Captain Jack Heed.
Jerry Crompton in that band going into the Hall of Fame. My alma mater band. It's hard for me not to love them. Very intense but recognizable music, and the tie-in of the color of the suits to the color of the props. That's what Aqua did last year and helped them in costume, and it's going to help Avalon in costume.
I love when the bananas revealed and the dancers.
Bananas reveal, and then you know what? When Jack ends up as Carmen Miranda wearing a 25-pound hat, and he kept it on his head.
I want to see that on Tim Furlong's head.
No, Tim better not try to wear that.
Well, that is, this is, you can understand the difficulty the judges have. But the Avalon String Band, a beautiful performance of a theme that, as I said, has done pretty well over the years, and as Jake pointed out, hasn't won in more than 20 years. But nonetheless, when it did win, it won big. It was one of the best themes on Broad Street of all time. With Fralinger.
Well, that's my old band, so I can root for them. I hope they win again.
PHL 17, Jackie Jr. from Avalon. All the things that we usually say, the band was great, thank everybody, blah, blah. Yep. You've been captain of years. Yep. And I think you need to say something to the lovely Danielle. That's all I'm going to tell you.
It's been 5 years in the making. I've heard it every New Year's Day when I wake up. Danielle, I love you, sweetheart. Michael, Evan, and Ryan, Daddy did it for you. We appreciate everyone's support. And Happy New Year to everybody.
And Danielle, there you have it. We got it done for you. I hope you're happy now, Danielle, because he took care of you, right? There we go. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Tim. We're getting ready for Greater Overbrook String Band. Carmen Vitanza Sr. is the captain. They'll be doing the Sidewalks of New York, and this is sort of a turn of the century, late 18th century, late 19th century, early 20th century, so around 1900, about the time the parade started here in Philadelphia in 1901. This is Carmen Vitanza Sr., and this is Greater Overbrook String Band, and their homage to old New York and the scenes and smells of the Bowery. This is the Sidewalks of New York, starting now. That rose is for you, Carmen. Carmen Batanza Sr., longtime mummer and captain of Greater Overbrook String Band, walking through Central Park with Greater O, the pride of Upper Darby.
Carmen, the oldest captain on the street, age 62, and the woman he was dancing with was his real-life wife, Louise. They've been married for 38 years, and they marched across the front together. Minimal props, but they look good, and the yellow costumes work very well in the middle of that band. And I thought the boys in the Bowery was a terrifically done thing, and Fred Amatucci.
Back to the 2011 Mummers Parade on PHL 17. Glad you're here with us wherever you're watching around the country. And I'm watching right now with the man from the Greater Overbrook String Band, Carmen Batanza Sr. How is it being, as they just talked about in the booth, the oldest mummer?
That doesn't feel bad. It's as young, you're as young as you feel. And I feel like I'm 29.
Well, 62 is the new 52, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it's whatever.
And it's still fun, though, coming out here.
Yeah. I've been doing this. Today was my 59th parade.
59th parade.
Yes.
I love that. I love it.
I've been doing this since I was 4 years old.
I love it.
My dad was in it. My brother's been in it. First today, my wife, the girl I was dancing with at the end, is my wife of 39 years. So
love that.
Yeah.
We'll see you at 72, 82, and 92. How's that?
All right.
Happy New Year, pal.
Happy New Year,
Thanks so much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tim. Ferko found the formula to break through even more and take that #1 prize. They're going to have to get back.
They won first prize in music playing. That was a terrific achievement.
And I tell you, when you talk about getting by Quaker and getting by Fralinger that we saw today, and getting by South Philadelphia we saw today, just to name a few, you know, this will be some heavy lifting. But if any band can do it, it's this band right here, Ferko String Band. So you got the idea. You got a prospecting theme. Think about Gold Rush time. In fact, you know, we mentioned Joe Blass. I see on the Barbary Coast Gazette that they have up there. Joe Blass, Gallup, 60 years in red and gold. That's
isn't
great.
that wonderful?
And Mike Caputo sets a spell after half a century, another great Ferko member. And a lot of stuff like that. I love the tents that they're setting up there. So you got sort of a mining camp theme here, and that's what they hope to execute, to try to take you back to 1850 and, of course, mum it up and have fun only the way that a mummer string band can do. So from the comics to the winch brigades to the fancies and now to the end of the string bands, it's been a great outdoor parade. We're going to kick it in gear now.
Wonderful today. These bands have gotten so good.
With Joseph A. Ferko String Band, Captain Anthony Salenza, I call him Smooth, and this is Ferko Stakes Their Claim. Joseph A. Ferko String Band, just about in position, getting the tents all set up, and they got some big props back there. They want to make sure they're lined up properly. Everybody gets a fair start for the TV cameras and for the judges, and yet we're getting the signal that they just might be ready. They want to make sure. There you go. This is Ferko Stakes Their Claim, starting now. String Band and Captain Anthony Salenzas taking their claim.
And there's another band that plays tunes that everyone knows, but they combine multiple tunes together. And they had a wonderful violin solo with Mike Salisbury and Fred Lahm based on the Gold Rush theme. Best violinist and string band. Fine sax attacks after the bass solo. They actually played Golden Slipper for a couple of bars.
And the captain is Clementine there as prices.
Oh, how was he fat? Was he great?
He was great. More to come on PHL 17. Go get him, Anthony Salenza, Ferko String Band team. You know, Jake, back in 1947, when that first parade hit, they was on for about 4 hours. There were about 2,000 television sets that could possibly pick up the parade. There was a blizzard going on. Now, just on myPHL17.com alone, they were getting up to 30,000 hits an hour. And, of course, there's the entire television audience. So this is the end of the outdoor parade, but it's not the end of the Mummers experience. The Fancy Brigades will be going on at 8 o'clock tonight on PHL 17. We want to give a quick award out now. For the past several years, we've been doing the Custard's Last Stand Award. Jake gets the final say. And what it is, it's for the punniest theme and a theme that works with it. Now, you've got some contenders.
We got 8 this year, the most. People want this trophy. They get it, by the way. We engrave their name on the bottom, and they hold it for a year, like the Stanley Cup. So we got Woodland with Gator Done Bayou Style. Brumol with different strokes for different folks. Durning for I Wish You a Merry Christmas. Greater Kensington for the Roaring 20s. Aqua for Aqua Has Appeal. Uptown for Shake, Rattle, and Casserole. Hegman for Hegman Spurs Up Trouble. And Quaker for My Kind of Clown. And this year, Steve and I agreed. The winner of the Custard's Last Stand Award, who gets this trophy for 1 year, is Uptown String Band with Shake, Rattle, and Casserole. And we'll be up there and present it to them once I get it re-engraved.
Well, this has been a fabulous outdoor parade, and we want to thank a lot of people involved with it and also give you a heads up about what's happening the rest of the night. But from the